All right, guys, we're back out here getting ready to check our line that we put in yesterday morning. Look at that beautiful sunrise behind me. Guys, I want to encourage everybody, if you haven't done it in a while, get out. Take whatever amount of time you can, 10, 30, 45 minutes, whatever you can afford. And I want to encourage you to get out and watch the sunrise. I don't know when the last time you've done it's been, or if you've ever done it, but I want to encourage everybody to get out and do that. And don't just do it in your backyard. Take a little bit of time and get out away from other humans, from everyday life. Right now it's about 7:30 this morning. Sun's up, pretty high in the sky already, and most of the world is in their vehicles driving to their 8 o'clock job right now. And they've done that every day for a week straight, 2 weeks straight, without a break. So just take an opportunity, and I encourage you to get out and enjoy this, watching the sun come up out in the middle of nowhere, just you and nature. And I promise you, it's good for the soul. All right, enough about that. All right, so I just headed out. Saw this chew stick right out here, and come over here and set this crossover. Put a 330 conibear right down here at the bottom of this slide, and it's gone. And out over here, you got this trail here, only little trail that cuts off this direction, and we can see where the predators go down through here. And it had one snare left from setting, so I wanted to get it put up. And we're back at where we caught the bobcat in the snare, and I thought I had the camera going recording, but turns out I didn't. But anyway, just come back in here and put a few more snares in. And what I've got, basically just this ditch, this high bank. It runs right through the middle of this big ditch, and then the slough on this side is just a narrow 10-foot mound going down through here, and those animals are using it to travel as their travel ways. And then right here is a good pinch point in this grass, a well-worn trail. And what we've done, we've come in here and placed a snare right there in that pinch point. And that was exactly the kind of setup we had that we caught that cat in. But anyway, there's that set there. I'll talk to you as we walk back out here, and I'll show you a couple other snares that I've got set. And you can tell, I mean, the game trails in here are just obvious. This is probably deer. Grass isn't laid down as close to the ground as what it is on these trails. These are the smaller game using those. But these trails just wind all up in the middle of that grass. And what we're walking on is what the deer's using, and those smaller animals right in the middle of that grass. See if I can find the exact spot. Caught that cat. I believe it's right in here. You can tell where he struggled and matted that down. So all we did was go just a little bit farther back and set that snare on the same spot. Another neat thing that happened last night, when I come in here, there wasn't any beaver activity at all. No signs of them. I'd caught them here in the past, but I didn't see any fresh activity. But just me coming in here, or it may have been that bobcat struggling in that snare, but either me coming in here and disturbing the area yesterday, or that bobcat being caught right there caused the beaver to come up here. And you can see he pushed mud up out of there. You can tell where he walked around, marked all this, saying, hey, I don't know what you're doing up here, but this is mine. So while we're here, haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna grab a beaver trap, and we're gonna sit right down here at the bottom of this slide, throw some different caster on it, an odd scent that he's not used to, and see if we can't get him caught in the morning too. But right around here is another little pinch point until that trail, or here's the road, and coming back in here, a trail splits right here. One trail goes that way, and then this other trail goes this way, and we've got it blocked down right here with another snare set, guarding it. So, all right, guys, and here's the other set that we made on this crossover. It's got that 330 conibear sitting right there in the middle of that run, camouflaged in. So anything crosses this crossover, hopefully we'll have them. All right, guys, here we are at our first sets this morning, and here at this first foothold with the cable extension. I believe we're going to have a catch until all the cable there is messed up. So let's get that pulled up and see what we've got on it. Well, we got us a good beaver there. So what happened having this extension, that beaver got caught. Instead of being alive this morning when we got here, this limb was underwater out there. It got caught, went to swim away, and got tangled up around this limb and stayed down and drowned. So that's good. Anytime you can drown them is good, because they don't have a chance to fight and get away. Well, we got a front foot catch on him. We got him good there, so he wasn't getting away. But we'll get him out of here, and then we'll check these other 3 more sets right here. We'll check those. All right, here's our one on the extension, and it doesn't look like it's been messed with. I'm gonna pull it up and just make sure we didn't miss him. It's been set off, so it's still set there. Go in here and make sure we got a flat spot. Just making a shelf there with our foot where this trap's gonna lay, and place it right back there in the water. Just kind of disturb that as you come up and down. And then right over here is our drowner that we had in, and our stick's gone that I marked it with, so I'm betting we've got one down here at the end of it. Nope, missed him. All right, put it back in the water. All right, guys, got these all reset. I basically got here, we had the one beaver caught right here this morning, and this trap hadn't been touched, still set. This drowner here, we had the trap was pulled down to the bottom of the drowning rig, but there was nothing in it, so we must have caught one by a toenail or something. Pulled it down there and then was able to pull out of the trap, but we've got it reset. And then this one up here by the culvert, we had a blue herring stopping it up, and I must have caught him early on yesterday afternoon, because the time we got here, something else had come along and completely ate all the internals out of it, and just almost wasn't any meat left. So the coons or coyote or something come along and finished him off pretty early, but we've got it reset here, trapped just in the water under that slide. So moving right along, we'll go down here and check some more. So guys, yesterday we come around, made a big loop and got all of our beaver sets in, and today we're coming through checking our traps, and we're down here headed to our second group of sets for beaver, and we stopped along the way to make some predator traps. And basically what we've done is just down this road and around the corner a little ways is our first set, around the corner of those trees. And And there's basically ditches and water on both sides of this road. So this is the only path, straight path up here to this T on top of the levee that the animals can travel. So right down here we've got kind of a cutout bush hogged area, and we've got one trap right on the corner of it, foothold for hopefully a bobcat or coyote, possibly a coon as close as it is to the timber, or possum, but all predators are a problem with the turkey and eggs. But basically this road comes up here to a T on top of this levee, and we've got a big ditch drainage system here and goes out this way. But we've got another foothold right up here, just kind of on the edge of this this mound right here, and you can see it down in there. We just use this as our backing, this little bit of a hill here. We dug a dirt hole here, put some of my bait down in it and some sheep's wool with some lure, and then our trap's sitting right in front of that. It's pretty wet right here, so I just covered it with grass clippings. And then we walked down this way a little bit and said, hey, this looks perfect for a bobcat. This trail coming through here, all this overgrowth that's up through here. So walked down here a little bit, looking for the trail that they used to cut through this grass. And we found it right up here, and we put a snare right on that trap guard net. You can see it there. Just basically readjust it just a hair. So any animal coming down this trail, whether he's coming or going, is going to go through that loop right there and hopefully get caught. Hang tight just right up here a little ways is our next beaver sets. I actually don't think I showed this yesterday on the video, but we'll get down here and we'll get these checked. If there's anything in it, I'll show you what we got. All right, guys, here's our next set. Basically, what we've got here, there's a little hut right here behind this tree, and got this point comes off this hut here. Water coming through here is all diverted right here between these two islands, or 2 points, and we put a foothold right down here, the drowner right down here off of this side on this point, and then walked across here, and just before you get to that hut, there's a cross hole banked in that goes up into that hut, and we've got conibears guarding it. So right here's our drowning rod. My stick's gone. There's no trap right here, so let's pull this up and see what we've got here. All right, feel some weight on it, so we got us another beaver there. Another good size one. We've got it here by a front foot catch too. You know, front or back, if you got them on drowning rods, usually it doesn't matter, front or back, they're gonna drown before they can struggle enough to get off. But if you're trying to live catch them where you don't drown them, don't kill them right off the bat, definitely a back foot catch is better. They can't fight it and get out of the trap. But anyway, there's that beaver. We'll get him thrown up here. Go ahead and walk over here to these other two traps, and we'll check them. Alright, so basically what we've got right here, there's a bank then. There's actually a hole going in right here, and this one may just go through to the other side and come out over here in this other channel. It may just be a tunnel underneath there for them. And then right here, there's another hole. So basically we've got two holes here. We've got one here probably going over this side, and then we've got one right here that's going up into that hut. We've got a conibear guarding both of them. We've got a 330 in the water right here guarding this hole, and we've got a 330 right there guarding that hole. So, just gonna use one of these sticks laying here. I'm gonna reach down here and feel the top of that trap. And this one's still set. Same thing here. This one's set also. You guys may have been wondering why I've been carrying these flags over here with me. What I want to do is this right here is our support stick. We've got our springs through this log here, and then this one here is just basically support for the other side of the trap. And I want to attach this flag to that support wire, just so that it's sticking up in the air. We're going to do this support wire, or this support one here was a shorter sticks down in the water, so I'm just gonna do the same thing over here with this stick. What this flag's going to do for me, or these flags are going to do for me, is save me a little bit of time. And keep me from having to walk all the way over here, check these traps, so I can just drive this levee down through here, check my traps. I can look over here, and if I can see both flags, I know that both traps are still set. There was no struggle in the water, and it just basically saves me a few steps. So I'm gonna get over here, get this other set remade, get this Beaver loaded up in the Ranger, and then move on down and check some more traps. All right, guys, so there's a good look at this Beaver hut here, and then you can see the two green flags we put up on both those traps. So it just makes it a lot easier, a lot more visual for me to see. I can check them from right here every morning, not have to walk down this hill across there to get over there and see if they've been moved or not. So here's my flagging tape where I marked this set yesterday. I'm gonna get down here. It's just basically another foothold on a drowning rod, and this was the third set that I made yesterday, and didn't show it on the video either, but I can see my trap here in the water, and it's been tripped, nothing in it, so we had some activity here again, but missed them. We're gonna get this trap. Basically, they've had this pile they've already put up here, and I just added some scent to it and put the trap here in the water. We just didn't have it in the right position, so we're gonna get it reset and put back in here. All right, here's our next set. I didn't show this one on video yesterday either. We're just right down from where we left. That drowning rod's just right down here. Had the miss on it, and then right down here, this water channels down into one point right here, and we've got us a beaver caught down here. So this looks pretty wide right here according to the water, but as we walk out in it, we're going to step off in the channel, basically the run that they use. And there we go, right there. So all we've done is set that conibear right in this run, and blocked it off. And this is what was waiting for us this morning. And that's what we want. Perfect head catch right behind the ears, right on the neck. So that beaver wasn't in there long before he perished. But guys, just lesson learned, and it happens no matter how much you think of it. My setters this morning, I guess I used them somewhere else earlier and left them laying on the ground. I'm going to go back and check here in a little bit, but I brought another trap down here with me. Just gonna put a new trap in here and carry this beaver out and get him out when I got my setters. But got down here and this trap doesn't have a trigger on it, so it's not going to be of any use to us. So we're just going to have to do this the hard way and use our hands. So I like to have my trigger on the bottom, my safety on the bottom, and if you'll get in here and get on the spring with the heel of your hand, and then your other hand gripping the arm here, and just push down, work it past that knuckle. Once you get down here where you can grip both sides, and then use your thumb to push that trigger up on that spring to set it. Same thing on this side. Push it down a little bit, get the heel of your hand on the inside of that spring, push it down. The hardest part's getting it past that swivel point there in the middle. There we go. Just keep pushing with the palm of your hand. Grab that spring here and squeeze. Have your trigger there ready where you can hit it with your thumb. Squeeze it down. Just use your thumb to push that trigger up on that spring, and then that's got those springs reset and ready to go. So, all right, guys. So here's the remake. Basically, that trap's completely submerged under the water in the middle of that channel. And I've got, right on the edge of that channel, these two sticks are sticking down into the mud, supporting that trap. And then I've got this log laid up here as a dive log. But on both other side of these sticks, the water isn't 6 inches. Right there, I'm touching the bottom, both my hands, on both sides of that run. So them beaver are using that run. They're not going to divert out of it. They're coming down this run. They're going to dive underneath this stick, staying in the run, and get caught like this one did last night. Guys, just real quick lesson learned. I didn't have my camera on when I done it, but just now I was needing another support stick, and there's one floating right out here. You can see it. And I took about 3 steps here, just like I'm doing now, and that 4th step dropped straight off. And my feet never did touch bottom. I was able to grab a hold of this ledge and work myself back up to it and get my knees on it and get back out of there. But I'm pretty drenched right now. I was able to get out of there pretty quick, but just a reminder, it's dangerous out here. You're out here by yourself. You're working with dangerous equipment, and you're working in dangerous areas. Just be mindful and be as safe as you possibly can. Just recently, I had I don't remember the name of the program. I'm not real great with computers, but just recently I had my wife download a program where she can track my phone, and I leave it on. Now, I don't necessarily like being able to track my phone, thinking who may be looking at it and tracking me, but I think it's a good idea. Me out here by myself, if I would have got stuck down there, couldn't have got out, never showed back up home, she's able to pull up on her phone, see exactly where I'm at, and get some help headed my way. So just something to think about, guys. Always have safety in the forefront of your head when you're out here working with this stuff. So, all right, so this is, I believe, beaver number 3 and a bobcat this morning, and we're just on our 4th stop set of sets that we made yesterday. So we're gonna keep on moving. Hopefully have some more catches here in a little bit. All right, guys, here's our next stop. We're here at the beaver dam. I'm kidding, that beaver hut over there. Yesterday's video, I kept calling it a dam. I don't know why, but anyway, there's that hut. We had the 330 on this crossover here. It's still set. Doesn't look like it's been messed with. And then over here is where we had the snare blended in real good, and either it's still really blended in good, or I just don't see it. I'll get down here, see if we can tell what happened. And You can see right here is where we got anchored. I can see the snare cable going across there, and then the loop laying over here in the water. So so something come across this trail last night. I'm gonna guess probably a raccoon again. Them raccoons are curious little creatures, and he probably noticed that cable and got to playing with it with his hand, and anyway pulled it out there trying to figure out what it was. But we're gonna get it reset back. Basically, for my support, I've just got this wire here, and on one end of it I've just doubled it over so I can stick it in the ground, and it won't swivel very easily. We're just gonna go right back in here underneath these cuckleburrs and shove that wire down in the ground, and then I can adjust the height of my snare however I need it. So just bend that cable and get that snare set exactly like you want, and there we go. Here's that reset. So it may be just a little bit big for a coon coming through there. If you're actually targeting coon, I'd probably make it just a little bit smaller loop. Beaver, I want it big enough to get him get his head through, and so I'm gonna leave it like that and see what happens. All right, guys, here we are. This next set here, we're set the trap in the water, had it anchored over here to this tree, and we see this new chewing right here. We set this up yesterday. Trap's gone, so let's walk down here, get a hold of our anchor, and see if we can tell what happened. We're just gonna pull that trap up, and it's funny, guys, because this is the set where I told you that this could happen, and here's the results. So what happened last night, we had a beaver come up in here just like we wanted him to, stepped on our trap, and remember I moved the sticks out of the way and the acorns and told you that if one of them got caught in the jaws that this would happen, beaver could pull out. So that's what happened today. I guess it's a good learning lesson. That's probably the reason it happened, huh? I was telling you guys about it yesterday, and then this is just coming to fruition and showing you that's what happens. So don't get frustrated. You new guys that are starting off and had this stuff happen, I mean, it happens a lot. We've had several catches this morning already, but we've had a bunch of misses too, and the misses don't mean it's actually the animal you're after. It could be another animal just coming there and messing with it. You got it set for a specific animal. If another animal comes through, he's going to act differently, and you're going to have misses. But I mean, this right here, there's just nothing you can do about it. You can prepare, do the best you can, think about it, have it in your mind, know that it's going to happen, do the best you can to prevent it. But sometimes, no matter what you do, it still happens. But anyway, I'm gonna get this reset and put it back in here, and hopefully it'll produce something tomorrow. All right, guys, here's a crossover we got set yesterday, and right here's where we had the foothold, and we used the stakes to cross stake anchor right here. Here's our chain, and it's going off down into that deeper waters. Let's pull this up and see what we have on here. And another miss, guys. Man, it's always aggravating. What can I say? I mean, it happens. It happens. And it may be something I'm doing wrong. I definitely don't know everything. But I do know that I love trapping and want to continue and learn. So if you guys are seeing something that I do wrong, be sure to comment on there and tell me, so I can learn, maybe do something different, not have as many misses as what we've had this morning. But it's part of it. So you guys starting off and new at it, you get frustrated whenever you get a bunch of misses. I get frustrated when I get a bunch of misses, but it's part of it, and we just have to try to learn, try to do better on our next set, figure out what happened, think it through, ask questions to other guys. You know, you're gonna learn. Everybody, any chance you get to learn from anybody is you're gonna pick something up. You may not do it exactly how they do, but you're gonna pick something up, and I guess that's a lesson. I mean, just keep at it, guys, and keep learning and get better, and eventually you're going to get better, and you're going to have less misses. Yeah, guys, battery went dead on the GoPro, but anyway, got it changed out. And as I was saying, just don't quit. Try to learn. I mean, you don't have success without failure, and you don't have good without bad, right? So if we had threw our hands up in the air and quit after having all the misses this morning, we wouldn't have this good right here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but we've got an otter. I can see an otter tail in this 330. So that's probably what we missed. A group of otters, they travel together in groups, and pretty good size otter. They travel together in groups, so this is going to be a female here. We caught her in this trap. That's probably what we missed, and that other one over there was an otter. They travel in groups. So anyway, got this one. We're going to get this reset, put back in here, and catch them when they come back through. Here, guys, this is the only, I don't remember how many stops we got along this route, but we had activity at every one of them. A lot of misses today, probably a higher count than what I would like, but we had a pretty good catch. And this is our last stop here. And we've got the conibear down here guarding this side. And this was the one that was lightly used, and we put a call lure here, hoping we could call something coming through the area, but it's not been disturbed. And then right over here is our snare we put in on this side, and it's not been disturbed either. So we'll get back up here to the truck and show you guys this morning's catch, using final thoughts. Yeah, guys, we're all loaded up, ready to head back to the house this morning. There's our catch, and we were hoping for a little bit more, and would have if we wouldn't have had all the misses, but that's part of the game. I don't try to get too frustrated about it. But anyway, 3 beaver, the bobcat, and a pretty good size otter there. So it's not too bad for first check morning, and having the misses, we'll know that we're going to have some more catches tomorrow too. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you guys are enjoying this, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, make comments. You see stuff I do, and like all the misses today, like I said earlier, then let me know if y'all see something that you think may help me. Then I definitely want to hear it. So comment, let me know your thoughts. Something that'll help me get better and my trapping, and I'll support you guys, show you how I do things. May not be the right way, but it's the way I do it, and hopefully you can pick up something to put in your bag and bag of tools, and help you along the way. So all right, guys, tight chains, and we'll see you tomorrow.